This video is going to go over the exercise on Khan Academy with the title, Arc Measure with Equations. This practice in particular was assigned on the second week of distance learning. Let's see what our question asks. We are given that this is circle P, and again, all circles are just named after their central point. In this case is point P. We are being asked to find the arc measure of arc A, B, and C. Again, it is really good practice for you to color code drawings because it'll be easier for you to see. So this is what we're looking for. Let's see what we are given. We are given three angle measures right now, but the issue is that we don't really know exactly how big each angle is, and that is because we have a variable. So what we can do is we can use each one of these binomials, add them all together, and equal them to 360 degrees. And the reason is that all of those angles together make up a circle. And a circle has 360 degrees. So let's set up that equation. We've got 20y minus 11. We are going to add that to 7y minus 7. And we're going to add that to the final angle we are given, which is 4y plus 6. 4y. And remember, all of those angles together will equal 360. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to simplify. I see a bunch of like terms, so we're going to combine those together. We've got 20y and a positive 7y. That's going to give me 27y plus 4y. That's going to give us 31y. We are also able to see that we've got some constants that we can combine because those are like terms. So we've got a negative 11 and a negative 7 will give us a total of negative 18. Plus 6 is going to give us negative 12. Now we're going to still set that equal to 360 degrees. Our goal right now is to find what y equals. As soon as we find what y is equals, we can plug it into each needed binomial and we'll be able to find what the measure of arc ABC is. Okay, so right now we've got a two-step equation. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add 12 to both sides. The reason I'm doing that is I want to isolate my variable. I want y by itself. So this becomes 0, so I'm not going to write that anymore. I'm going to end up with 31y is equal to 372. Now the last step we're going to do is we're going to have to get rid of this 31 right now, which is the coefficient of y. The only way we are able to do that is by doing opposite operations. Right now these two are being multiplied to each other. So I'm going to go ahead and divide by 31 on both sides. 31 divided by 31 will become 1, or just 1y. And that will be equal to 12. Now 12 is not our final answer. All we're saying is that we can plug in 12 into y. Now because we are looking for the measure of arc ABC, what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in the 12 into this y and this y. The reason I'm going to do that is that those are the measurements we need. Those are the only measurements we're concerned with right now. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's do the first one. Got 20 times 12 minus 11. And all I did was plug in 12 into the place of this y. So 20 times 12 is going to give us 240. 240 minus 11 is going to give us 229. That means that this central angle is 229 degrees. Okay. Now let's do the same for this binomial. Now looking for the measure of arc APB. We're gonna plug in 12 into the place of y. And we have this expression. 4 times 12 is going to give us 48. And to that, we are still adding 6. So we can simplify. 48 plus 6 is going to give us 54. That means that this central angle is 54. Now, because these are central angles, we know that it's going to be equal to the arc measure. So the last step I'm going to do is I'm going to add 54 plus 229. So 229 plus 54. 229 plus 54 is going to give us 283. And that's our final answer. Let's type it in and check. Now, you could have, again, approached this problem a different way. What you could have done instead is you could have plugged in 12 into this y and subtracted whatever you found from 360. Now, the awesome thing about geometry, like I always remind you all, is that there are so many ways to approach a problem. What I showed you here is one way, but if you find another way that follows all the rules and doesn't break any mathematical rules, that's awesome, and you do whatever works for you.